yo, are you tired of spending high prices just to have on the same outfit as everyone else? Well, check out the Original Lifestyle Studios. The Original Lifestyle Studio has men and women fashions, hats, shoes, custom clothing, and specialty items from local vendors. Mention that you heard this ad on Since 1974 Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. The Original Lifestyle Studio, open Tuesday through Saturday from 2 to 8 p.m., located at 426 Broadway Avenue, Lorain, Ohio. 440-654-2758. That's 440-654-2758. Or visit wearelorraine.com.
What's happening, y'all? Every Wednesday at 3 p.m. you can catch me. I'm the DJ right here on Since1974Radio.com.
Join Supreme Clientele and start planning your dream vacation today. When you become a member, you will gain exclusive access to discounts on cruises, timeshares, flights, hotels, rental cars, and more from some of the most traveled destinations on the globe. So yes, you can take that family cruise, stop daydreaming, and start enjoying your dream vacation. Join Supreme Clientele. Contact Deshaun Marshall at 614-332-5477. That's 614-332-5477.
What's happening, y'all? Every Wednesday at 3 p.m. you can catch me. I'm the DJ right here on Since1974Radio.com.
Yo, this your boy Ty House from Since1974Radio.com, man. Get hip, tune in, and tell a friend, man. Make sure you follow us on all the social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Since1974Radio. Get hip, tune in, and tell a friend. Let's go.
No beats, no beats, no beats.
Since 1974 Radio. Since 1974. Welcome to Ty House. You are on his show now. It's about to go down. You know what it is when you see that phone sticking out. Once again, this song, turn me up. We going live on the air since 1974. Radio cameo. Midwest music is beautiful. You don't hear me though. Wanna talk more about it? Come meet me at the studio. Up in the ride, you can tune in anytime. We're going overtime, chilling with the homie Ty. And if you stay up all night, it's still going down. We know how to get the job done when you working out. Independent hip hop and R&B. Yo, they call me Mo Beast. This track is all me. On fight night, we follow the bright lights. And I'm married to the money, I'm throwing it like rice. This right here is for the cage fighters and ball players. Those that earn, but with nothing to do with pallbearers. Music interviews, fashion. 24/7, Big 10 states, we do it with a passion.
This is nothing new, we've been at it a long time now.
Since 1974 Radio.
Just open up your ears and eyes and watch how it goes down.
Since 1974 Radio.
1974 Radio, been here a while.
Since 1974 Radio.
Now open up your ears and eyes and watch how it goes down.
Since 1974.
Welcome to Ty House. You are on his show now. It's about to go down. You know what it is when you see that phone sticking out.
Since 1974 Radio.
You know what it is when you see the pros sticking out. Yo, 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 let's go. What's poppin', y'all? It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spring day. Wednesday, April 12th, 2017. I'm here. I'm the DJ. Since1974Radio.com. Ty House, what's poppin'?
What's good, man? What's good?
Not much, man. I'm chilling, working hard. You know what I mean? We've been enjoying some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful weather for about the last week or so in the Midwest, specifically in Ohio. I was in Columbus on Saturday, Sunday, a little bit of yesterday, and it got up to it was like 78 on Monday. It was beautiful, man. Loving the weather right now.
Right.
What's going on? Did you hit another state this weekend?
I guess you could say I hit another state. I was in Kentucky, but I mean,
That does qualify as another state.
I guess by city only, because I mean, like I was just like right on the other side of the bridge, like
Right.
right on the other side of the river.
So you was basically in Kentucky.
Yeah, I was in Cincinnati. You know when you going down 75 and you pass that hotel right there after you go over the bridge, the little circular hotel?
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
there.
where y'all was at?
Yeah.
Okay, no doubt.
I was tripping though because I've been watching this TV show, Underground,
Okay.
WGN.
Like it's about the
Harriet
Underground
Tubman,
Railroad.
yeah,
Gotcha,
Underground Railroad.
okay,
And
okay.
like season 1, like that river played such a significant role.
The Ohio River?
Yeah, you know, because
Yeah.
that was the line.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That was the freedom line. That's what
Yes.
you got there. I don't know how you made it across, but if you got there, you know what I'm saying? You was a good man. You was good. You know, even whether you had the people chasing you or not, you made it there. You was a free man. So, I mean, I just stood there and looked at it for a while, like, damn.
Yeah, made
A lot of motherfuckers died getting to this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Even getting here, and then I'm looking at it like, how the hell they get across this motherfucker?
Yeah, because I mean, that's a big river. You know what I mean? That ain't like the Black River. I mean, the Black River ain't nothing to shake your head at, but I mean, you're talking about a big difference in what it was going to take to cross.
Yeah, you ain't walk across that motherfucker.
It's going to be like no doubt, we definitely going to get to that in a second. Shout out to my homie Mario, who's watching us. We're live on Facebook right now, as well as live on since1974radio.com. Also, make sure that you download the TuneIn app, and you can also listen to us on there. But he just commented and said something that we talked about briefly. Charlie Murphy passed away.
Right.
At the age of 57 years old. He was battling leukemia. And definitely important person in comedy. I was having a conversation with my cousins and my brother this weekend, and I was just basically saying how I think that as an overall comedian, Dave Chappelle is overrated, in my opinion. I feel like right now, for some type of reason, like he's heralded as one of the kings of comedy. You know what I mean? When people like get excited about comedy and talk about like, you know, like people who they would put up there as like one of the greats, they'll say his name. And I just say, you know, I never really enjoyed his stand-up, like never really thought like his stand-up was like super duper funny. And as far as movies, I mean, Half Baked is a classic movie, okay?
Nah, he had that in living color. You know what I'm saying? That's just like Damon Wayans. I mean, not Damon Wayans, but Keenan. You know, he did stand up for a while, but he wasn't really funny on stand up.
Right.
But his creative mind, as far as visionary comedy, is legendary, and that's what Dave Chappelle need to get back to. But he, like he said, it's kind of hard for him to do that when he done watched Key and Peele do his show for 10 years. Like,
right,
you know?
and that's probably what he really when he keeps saying that, that's what he's saying.
Basically, that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take the money they did. They did his show.
You know, I still think that there is room for the Chappelle show if he ever wanted to reboot that. You know what I mean? Because it was way funnier than Key and Peele. Key and Peele, the only thing that they have in common was that, you know, they touched on a lot of like racial issues, you know. So
and shouts out to Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, that goes back to what I was saying, is that Dave Chappelle's legacy is so much enhanced by the Chappelle show. But when you think about, you know, I'm not trying to diminish Dave Chappelle's contribution to the Chappelle show whatsoever, but there are a lot of other individuals that made that show what it was. Starting with Charlie Murphy, Donnell Rawlings, Paul Mooney's contributions, and then you also have guys like Neil Brennan behind the scenes.
And
you know,
Richard Pryor, who gave you the concept in the first place.
Of all that in the first place. And that's what somebody else, an argument that I heard said about, you know, when he says he watched Key and Peele do his show. You know, I watched, and I wish I could remember who said this, because I love this quote. And what they said was that they don't remember ever watching the Chappelle show and seeing Richard Pryor's name in the credits, or seeing Keenan Ivory Wayne's names in the credits, you know. So for him to, you know, just it was on the same channel, but other than that, you know, I think that he shouldn't even say their name anymore, you know what I mean? Because like their show, Key and Peele show, is just not even in the same zone as a Chappelle show to me. And something else about that, I never even knew Charlie Murphy existed until the Dave Chappelle show. And I know he has some credits, and he was in some things before that. And they put him in a lot of movies afterwards. You know, he got in a lot of movies, but he will forever, you know, be attached to Dave Chappelle. Yes, and telling those stories,
Show Charlie Murphy your titty
about his brother and Prince and Rick James. And it's crazy because all of those guys, Prince, Rick James, and Charlie Murphy. Now,
Hey, look.
R.I.P. to all three of them. What's up?
My Charlie Murphy moment. Well, at least from the Dave Chappelle show. Is when they was the pimps.
The
player haters.
time haters.
When I'm talking about the outtakes, though. You ever seen the outtakes? He just be just as cool. As soon as they be like, action, that motherfucker get right into character, like. Like, that dude is a fool. I got a chance to see Charlie Murphy, man, and his stand-up live a couple times, man.
Okay.
He gonna be missed, man. That's what I just posted. It's always a little harder or hurt a little bit more when the funny die. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The funny is what relieve our stress, keep us going. We need laughter. You know what I'm saying? Laughter is a big part of our life, and like when the funny die, it hurt a little bit more. It just like damn. You know what I'm saying?
R.I.P. Charlie Murphy, man. Rest in peace, dog. For sure. We are on the horizon. Finally. The time has come. The NBA playoffs are a few days away, ladies and gentlemen. You got a lot of interesting storylines in the NBA going on right now. Let's start at the top right now with your MVP race. Who is Ty House's regular season NBA MVP and why?
I mean, it can only be. It's a. I can't say it can only be because there's a couple of competitors out there, but Russ Westbrook, like easy, like it's the most valuable player. Like, I mean, his team would not be in the playoffs. This dude just broke a record for triple doubles, man. Like, this dude just averages triple double in 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not only did he do everything for his team, like they in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they actually matter. You know, it's amazing.
I listened.
Even do your man's in Houston had an awesome
James
season.
Harden, yes.
LeBron is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi he's worthy too. But I mean, special is special. You know what I'm saying? And Westbrook had a special season.
Yes. I think it definitely comes down to Harden or Westbrook. And I really did not like what James Harden and I think it was his GM came out and had to say over the weekend, which was basically like, oh, like wins don't matter anymore. Like I thought the point was to win. Okay, so it's like if that's how you really feel, then Kawhi's the MVP.
You don't want to. Houston don't want to see Oklahoma City in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, just back to as far as the MVP conversation.
Just because they said that.
Yeah, are they matched up right now in that 3-6 matchup? I think they are. I think they're gonna play first round in that 3-6 matchup. That would be OKC and Houston. But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. I think Russell Westbrook has definitely earned the NBA MVP, and with him getting the triple-double record, and also in the fashion that he got the record, because a lot of times the NBA is about signature moments. You know what I mean? That's what pushes people over the top sometimes when it comes to arguments and just as far as awards. You know, you have to have that signature moment, and I just don't know how much more in the regular season, you know, a signature moment you could have than breaking the single season record for triple doubles, hitting a game winner, and in the process eliminating a team from the playoffs. You know, like I'll remember that for a long time. You know what I mean? Like that specific, that shot, just everything that was attached to it, his celebration afterwards. And Russell Westbrook has like completely dominated this NBA season, man.
You know who Kobe's favorite player is?
Is it Westbrook?
It's Russell Westbrook, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like Russell Westbrook has embodied the whole Kobe aura. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Kobe not here no more. I'm Kobe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he just, That boy, I mean, like, you can't really say he a ball hog because he averaged 11 assists. You know, or 12 assists, or however many assists he averaging.
The
like,
thing with Russell Westbrook and with James Harden and what's going on with them this year, and they are both, if I'm not mistaken, I think James Harden is going to break the all-time turnover record. Okay, and Russell Westbrook is probably close to that number, or he's going to break his career high, because what's happening with those two guys is those two teams have identified those two players as like their number one playmaker, their number one scorer. So it just makes the most sense for them to have the ball the most of the time. And yeah, when you have that high of a usage rate, you're gonna have more points, you're gonna have more assists, and you're gonna have more turnovers also. So that's the downside to what you're seeing. And I just don't think, and also on the flip side, another guy who you're seeing do a lot on his team individually, Isaiah Thomas, you know, I just don't think that those types of teams translate well into playoff basketball. Because, again, when it comes down to playoff basketball and everybody is playing, giving it like 110%, every possession, it's easy to shut one guy down. You know, it's easy to concentrate your defense on one guy. That's why in these last couple of years, you've seen teams with multiple options win the championship. And I mean, I wouldn't even say in recent years. I would say at all time. You know, you gotta have a 1-2, if not a 1-2-3 punch. You know, again, your Detroit Pistons in 2004 are like your outliers in that group, because I don't think any of those guys averaged 20 points during the regular season. You know what I mean? You get like one of them one night would do it, you know, but then the next night another one do it. And I'm talking about Chauncey, Rip, Tayshaun, Rasheed. And those guys rotated with that. But other than that, you know, you had your Kobe Shaq, you had your Duncan, Tony Parker, you had your LeBron and Wade, you had LeBron and Kyrie. I'm not really sure who I would give the number 2 guy on that Dallas team that won. I couldn't even tell you who was their number 2 guy that year. I know they had Dirk, and I don't know if Shawn Marion was still on that team, but he wouldn't have been one of their top guys anyway. Let me pull that team up. I forget about that team. That's kind of a forgotten team in NBA history. Let's finish the show and then worry about
the Nets, man. No, I'm talking about the Nets.
You said the Nets?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets. Like, the Brooklyn Nets.
As a team?
Like, they the worst team in the league.
Terrible.
20-61. That's the worst record in the league. They playing the Chicago Bulls tonight. Final game of the season.
Man, I think that this he didn't really play though, man. They did have him. Let me see these stats, man. This is very interesting. This team, that 2011 Dallas Mavericks team that won the championship, their starting 5 was Tyson Chandler, who was real big that year, Dirk, Shawn Marion, Deshaun Stevenson, and Jason Kidd. Aging Jason Kidd. You know what I mean?
He was balling that year, bro.
Aging Shawn Marion.
They were some ballers that year, though.
But then off the bench, I remember J.J. Barea balled out. Jason Terry was still on that team. Corey Brewer played big minutes. I don't remember Peja Stojakovic even being on that team.
Yep.
I don't even remember him being on that team. But that was an interesting team, and they beat that LeBron, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade team in their first year of being together. But I think they also still had like Jay Will, and you know, they wasn't all the way together. People didn't even really expect them to make the finals that year. That was still during when Boston still had their whole team put together. But
Cool.
This should definitely be an interesting playoffs. The Cavs have looked like basura for the last 2 months. I need Khloe Kardashian to disappear. Like, I'm really disappointed in Tristan Thompson for thinking that he was the guy that was going to be able to end the Kardashian curse. Like, we just got done vanquishing a Cleveland sports curse and getting a big championship. And he jumps right from that to getting involved with another curse.
You think he gave a fuck about y'all? He's from Toronto.
Oh,
He's from Canada.
But see, what I'm saying right now, this doesn't even have anything to do with the Cavaliers. This has to do with Tristan Thompson personally. I'm not sure if you were aware, but until last week, Tristan Thompson had never missed an NBA basketball game. Don't suck your teeth.
I'm sucking my teeth because when he did, was he really hurt? Was he really hurt?
Let me tell you something. Tristan Thompson, that streak,
King James.
that streak meant something to him.
Was that King James?
And he played those same amount of minutes last year and the year before.
Wasn't that like a couple of days after King James cussed his ass out and then went back and apologized? I'm so sorry.
So were you trying to say that
Your team is in trouble.
he took
While
a
you
couple.
looking forward to the playoffs. I want to talk some playoffs real quick.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Talking Tristan Thompson and Khloe, the Kardashian, curse. Come on, man.
This is real, man. This
ain't
this
real.
Man never missed a basketball game, and he done missed the last 4 or 5.
LeBron told him to sit his ass down, rest like everybody else. You got to rest. You got all these injuries, and you still playing. That boy been hurting all season. He the only one that didn't take no rest. He was due a rest.
Are the Cavs coming out of the East?
I don't know. I doubt it.
Who's gonna beat them?
It's a couple teams in the East that could beat the Cavs.
Starting with
The Washington Wizards.
I will listen to that.
The Atlanta Hawks.
No.
Oh, you didn't see them backups?
Oh, man.
What happened? Explain your Cavs. All your starters played against backups. What happened?
The same thing that happens any other time in the NBA when you
Cleveland
have a
Cavaliers,
team.
they got
Man,
excuses.
don't ask me a question and not let me give an answer.
You got
Ty.
excuses, man. Y'all got excuses
How can-
instead of
then-
just saying
then don't
we
an-
fucked up. Go
Ty,
ahead. We're going to listen
Ty,
to your
you asked me
excuse.
a question.
Go.
You asked me a question.
Excuse. Go.
I mean, then no. If it's an excuse, then don't ask me.
We
for
want to
it.
hear your it's
I
only
mean,
the
don't-
regular season.
I mean, don't. If it's
Come
an
on.
excuse, then don't ask me for
Come
it.
on,
Again,
we wanna
in
hear
the
it.
NBA, from game 1 through game 82, if an opponent counts out their opponent, okay, if they count them out and write them off before the game starts and say, "Oh, he ain't playing, he ain't playing, he ain't playing," we ain't even got to play hard tonight. And you don't mentally prepare yourself to be in a game for the whole game, you're gonna get beat. And that's what happened to the Cavs in that first game.
After losing to them.
No. That was the first game. That was the first game.
No, this was the second game that the starters didn't play for Atlanta. This was the second game
They
that y'all
didn't
went
play
into
their
double
starters
overtime.
in that first game.
No, their starters played that first game. Your starters didn't play that first game. The second game, Atlanta didn't.
Right.
Atlanta
That's what
rested
happened. That's
their
what
starters.
happened. And then the second game, they built up a 26-point lead.
Who did?
The starters.
Cleveland. And lost it
Yes,
to
they
backups.
lost because
They weren't
again,
interested. It's
nothing,
the regular
nothing
season.
That I'm nothing that I'm saying right now is different than any Ty. You truly, honestly, are gonna sit here and tell me that you think that Atlanta's backups can beat the Cavs starters?
They did.
Ty.
They
did. In a 7-game series. Is that what you really telling me? Okay,
you're not gonna play their backups.
I mean,
you're not gonna play their backups.
I mean, if you gonna
how you
really
gonna ask
say
me a
that,
question and then not let me answer the question?
But you're right. Now I'm gonna let you answer.
Look, they not gonna play their backups. 7 games in the series. You lost to their regular players. You done lost to Atlanta 3 times this year. You don't remember game 1? You don't remember game 1 of the NBA? Oh, it was regular season again.
Let me tell you.
Let me get into some other playoff news. I don't want to get caught up in the Cavs because you know how passionate y'all get about y'all Cavs. The Brooklyn Nets, the worst team in the league, bro, are playing against the Chicago Bulls tonight. The Bulls are winning in. The Bulls, Miami, and Indiana are all fighting for the 7th and 8th spot.
Nets are sitting all their guys.
The Nets are sitting all of their guys. They're the worst team in the league. You know reason? Rest. We got to fix this. Regular season don't matter to nobody, I guess. Not even the worst teams.
Now, see, the thing to me with this is this happens in baseball all the time, and nobody says anything because there's 100. They say, oh, there's 162 games, so nobody says anything. It's not a big deal, okay? Now, I'm talking about rest. I'm not talking about what's going on in Brooklyn tonight. That's fuckery. I don't really care what's going on with that. But
That
just
killed Miami. That put Miami out
as-
the playoffs.
as far as the whole rest issue in general, you know, like, I get it. It totally makes 110% sense, okay? And if the big argument that I keep hearing regarding this, because these guys ain't resting at home, you know what I mean? Like, LeBron chooses, when he takes his games off, they're on the road, you know? And if you're a Los Angeles Lake, or if you're a Cavs fan that lives in LA, and the only time you get to see LeBron is when he comes to play the Lakers or the Clippers, and when he comes out there, he doesn't play that game, tough shit, dog. I'm sorry for you. It sucks. Life ain't always fair, okay? But if you are truly, really a LeBron fan, you want him to win a championship. And his best chance to win the championship does not involve him playing 82 games during the regular season. It doesn't. Those are facts. The same way that if you want the Indians to win the World Series, you know, you want Jason Kipnis to rest 20 games. You know, you don't want him playing 162 out of 162. You want your first baseman to get a day off every week.
Y'all been studying they people's blueprint, huh?
Excuse me?
Y'all been studying championship teams' blueprints.
Who?
Cleveland people.
I mean,
Y'all the only city I've ever heard that ruckus from about resting your players. I didn't hear that shit from Shaq, Kobe. I didn't hear that shit from none of the Pistons.
you didn't
I
hear
didn't
this
hear
from
that
San
shit.
Antonio?
Man, please.
You didn't hear this from San Antonio?
So y'all San Antonio now?
I'm just
That's who
saying,
y'all learned
Ty,
that from?
You just said,
That's
you
who y'all
just
picked
said
that up from?
You never heard it from
That's who y'all
anywhere
picked that up
else.
from because
I'm
let's
just
think
saying,
let's
you
let's
just
think
said-
about let's think about San Antonio.
Okay.
We talking 18, 19, 20 years in the league. Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili. We're not talking
When he
Kawhi
was-
Leonard.
when he was-
We're not talking to Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard gonna play every game that he's healthy. He's not gonna sit out no game because he's resting.
He's not the guy that's sitting out. Who's the main guy we're talking about right now?
Tim, we talking who? LeBron?
Yes.
Okay.
How many
what
years
you
does
saying?
he have in the NBA?
What, 13?
14.
Okay. What you
So,
saying?
When they started resting Tim Duncan towards the
Okay,
end of the
all right,
year,
all right,
it
all right,
was
all
like
right,
when
okay.
he was at
Okay.
14 years.
No, Tim Duncan played 20 years in the league, bro. 20 years
First
in the
of
league.
all, he
You
was
mean to tell
drafted
me
he was drafted in 1997.
You mean
and his last year was last year, so he played 19 years. And for the last 5 years,
so for the past 5 years they've been resting Tim
Yes.
Duncan? Stop it.
They
Stop
haven't?
it.
They
No,
didn't?
No. They have not. They've been resting Tim Duncan for the last 3 years of his career, not the last 5. He was winning championships. What are you talking about? Wasn't no rest. Tim Duncan just started that shit. And so you Greg Popovich is who you do because we talking upper echelon players. Is Tim Duncan the only person you gonna throw at me?
Tim Duncan games played last 5 years of his career: 58, 69, 74, 77, and 61.
So are you saying all those he wasn't injured none of them years? Because Tim Duncan went through some injuries.
what's an injury?
If you injured, you don't play, bro. That's what I just said
But
about
that's what I'm
Kawhi
saying.
Leonard.
That's what you're saying. These same things when they say LeBron's sitting out because
God. Okay.
of this or because of that.
Mhm.
What's the difference between them saying Tim Duncan has a this or has a that
Okay.
or has a foot or has a this?
I get it. You comparing LeBron to Tim Duncan. That's the
What's
only.
wrong
That's
with
the
that?
only star you got.
What's wrong with
That's
that?
your only comparison.
What's
we
wrong with
talking
that?
NBA what 70 years strong
Because
now.
these are,
we
but
talking
these are
70
I'm
years in. You
responding-
got one comparison.
Right. Look.
Just
when
Tim
we had
Duncan.
this- when we had this conversation,
Because you don't say that about Kobe. You don't say that about Shaq. You don't say that about Mike. You don't say that about Isaiah. You don't say that about Chauncey Billups. You don't say that about Dirk Nowitzki. You don't say that. Let me think of another champ.
Listen, Ty. That's
Let me
not
think
what
of
you
another
said.
champ.
That's
Let
not
me
what
think
you
of-
said.
you don't say that about-
this conversation started.
Let's see the Curry. How many games did Curry rest this
Ty,
year?
this conversation
How many
started.
games did Curry rest this year?
Curry hasn't been in the league 14 years. Ty, you have to be able to maintain the conversation, like, and not
have
you can't,
fun with
like,
that. We
just
only having this
jump
conversation
around
because you a
to-
Cavalier
to
fan.
other
Everybody
things.
on the outside of Ohio
But
that talk
no,
this conversation
but this
is
is what I'm saying. Is when you have a conversation and we're talking about one thing, let's stick to that. You said that you had never heard any other fan base.
you got one. You went to Tim Duncan,
Okay,
bro.
that's
I'm,
all
I'm
I
saying,
need.
That's all I need. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
You
And
won
that's
that
the end of
conversation.
what you said.
You won that debate because
I
you went
did.
with Tim Duncan. You went with
Because
Tim Duncan.
you brought something to the table.
Yeah.
I debunked it.
You debunked. it.
Bam.
You
What's
won.
the next point?
You won. Next point is we got an interview coming up in 4 minutes.
You got a song? You got a song?
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 songs, so that give you an opportunity to call him, and we'll come back with
Okay.
him
So
from
we're
his
gonna
second song.
come back after a short little break,
Yeah.
and we're gonna have my man JC,
Triple threat.
the triple threat representing the AZ, Arizona. So we're gonna holler at him in a little bit. This is the I Am the DJ show since 1974 radio.com.
I'm set tripping. I gotta find something. There we go. We'll run with that. Let's go.
White man owns it, so they own them. Nobody owns me, though. How you doing, baby?
All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All day, every day, get that money, I get that cash. I'm living the life of a boss, I'm getting this money so fast. I don't worry about money, cause money and me, we be talking a lot. We be talking about how we both live in a box, getting up out of this spot cause we hot. Money and me wasn't always cool, we was broke as hell. We was living a life of a fairy tale on cocaine with no brain cells. I was sitting by the half of O with a chick, she was Indian. I was on that shit, how the fuck my life end up like this? Dope fiends be the hood dreams, got myself together, now I'm getting cream. All day, my grind up, my bills paid, my hustle up. Better know I'm good to go, I'm about to blow and I'm gassed up and I'm ready. These young niggas, they nightmares and I'm killing these niggas like free. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. Gotta lay low when I let loose. Fuck the sauce, I got the juice. Tupac back in this motherfucker, is he alive? We all wonder. I ain't fucking around, I'm on gas. I'm tying knots and cutting up bags. I'm getting this money like it just ain't funny. I'm dropping these verses like I'm in my 20s. I'm whipping my car, hanging with stars. I'm begging these bars, you know that I'm hard. I'm killing this shit and I'm hustling and getting this money. I'm tying them knots. I'm looking for God, but I gotta feed my family, nigga, so I cannot stop. I'ma go get it in the cold winter. Do it like I'm a new beginner, a virgin, a freshman, new kid on the block, I reckon. So past the fame, I'ma make it. Don't make me have to come and take it. Don't make me have to come to your spot, kick in your door and start spraying. You don't want that, nigga, I swear to God, you better hope I don't start praying. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash. All I do is fuck with bags, fuck with bags. Tie 'em up in knots, cut 'em up and get that cash.
Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl, make your hips roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down, 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 down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down, 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 down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm I'm watching. Don't got a spoon, but I be a big dipper. Bet the Sunday split would make her chipper. She go to work on my deck, call her skipper. Still young, don't get it twisted, ain't no nipper. They call me selfish, yeah, like an iPhone. But man, I'm seeing double, or she got a clone. Her body be banging just like a cyclone. You better watch your mouth, you better check your tone. Don't understand, blame it on the frequency. Yeah, I've been told, blame it on who made me. Yeah, I got a plan, blame it on my destiny. Been a winner on my lap, blame it on my history. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl, make your hips roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. AKA triple threat, ended with a three-peat. Where's the usher, man? You need to take your seat. Rapping true fire, yeah, that AZ heat. Resetting hip-hop, press control, alt delete. The Eagles landing, calling me Armstrong. Keep the flow popping like ping pong. Beating on this beat on my chest. Rap Kong, civilized savage on this beat. Gang is Kong, don't understand. Blame it on the frequency. Yeah, been told. Blame it on who made me. Yeah, got a plan. Blame it on my destiny. Been a winner on my lap. Blame it on my history. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl, make your hips roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. Spitting nice, call it Coldplay while I wordplay. Haters so fake, so they cosplay. On my hashtag, grind like Erday. Gotta say it twice like an instant replay. All I see are cronies, ain't even Broadway. Finna get paid on the stage. What you trying to say? Saying bad words like it's Chick-fil-A. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl, make your hips roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips, sing shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. Don't understand, blame it on the frequency. Yeah, been told, blame it on who made me. Yeah, got a plan, blame it on my destiny. Been a winner on my lap, blame it on my history.
What's up, y'all? We back on the I Am the DJ show since 1974radio.com. We are trying to connect with our interview for today. One of them, JC, the triple threat out of Mesa, Arizona. We having some, actually, we really ain't having connection problems. My man just ain't answering his phone. So we're going to try to call him one more time. And then after this, I might just prank somebody. You might just start.
Pranking, motherfucker.
Might have to do my Roy Wood Jr. impression and get my Dr. Sidman Azibal. All right, we dialing, y'all. Let's hope he pick up this time. All right,
man.
All right, so wow. You know, it happens sometimes, y'all. This is live radio, and this is one thing that a lot of people don't understand about when you're trying to do live radio and you're coordinating with guests. Even when you're doing phone interviews, it's even harder to get people actually in here because you set up a specific time, and then life happens sometimes. People have kids, people have work responsibilities and different things, so we definitely understand. I'm gonna send him a message. You send him a message?
I'm on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna send him a message. Just let him know, like, hey, this is since 1974 radio calling
Where that's at?
your interview.
Where my boom at? The fuck is that? Didn't respond. I guess I don't got that no more. Stole my.
You talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
You talking to me?
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? So in addition to that the Migos, Future, Tory Lanez, Kodak Black show, I'm really excited about that next month. In 2 weeks in Cleveland, it's gonna be T Grizzly, Young M.A., and 21. I think that show is gonna be off the chain. I have since I've been an adult, every time I've gone to a concert, I've always gone with someone. I've never wanted to go by myself. I've always been like, hey, you want to come to this concert? You want to come? Like, I think I'm going to go to this concert by myself, like 100%. I don't, because like there's nobody that I know right now, on a, other than you. I think I could probably go with you and you would have fun or something like that. But a lot of people 30 and up, they kind of not opening up to the 21 Savages of the world. You know what I mean? I think it's definitely going to be a younger crowd.
I think the older folks are more or less warming up to Lil Uzi.
Yeah?
Yep. Lil Uzi's on fire, bro. He hot. I mean, like 21 Savage, out of that crew, 21 Savage is, he the thug. But Lil Uzi Vert, like his creativity, like everything he touching right now, he on some hits.
Yeah.
Like he hot.
He making songs, that are gonna be like played on the radio and stuff, I don't think there's gonna be a whole lot of 21 Savage songs on the radio.
No.
I think he's gonna be like one of your more, like but they just signed him, he just got signed to Epic, and maybe they got some bigger plans for him. But I hope they don't try to change him up too much and let him stick with what he's doing. Man, that T Grizzly song is hot right now. First Day Out. He from Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His album is different. It's not like from what you get from the First Day Out, you not gonna expect what you're gonna get from the album.
Well,
what you
the
get
thing
from the album.
about First Day Out, I mean, it's almost like two different songs. You know what I mean? It's like it start the one way, and then it finish another way. So out of those two halves of the song, what is the album more like?
It's a little some of everything on the album. Like I guess that's just me. I didn't expect some of the tracks that I heard. Like, wait a minute, hold on, for real, bro? Okay. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised, but it was just different.
So I mean, I guess it's the whole album is kind of like that first song. He coming at you with a little bit of everything. It's a versatile artist. First time I heard that song, I was just kind of like, but then after hearing it, some songs you have to hear through real speakers. You know what I mean, to understand the impact of it and why people like it so much. But he's definitely spitting on that, and I like when he say he had the hoes wetter than Kalahari, because that's a regional bar.
His whole song is regional, like Michigan State shit, the whole
no doubt.
In Michigan State, the whole Kentucky shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then he everybody that he robbed at Michigan State to catch up with him and he was gonna give them their money back?
What? That's crazy. That is some real shit though. Like I respect that. If he, but that's like that's like one of them things. Oh, we had the wrong number.
Let's ask him when we call him back. Let's let him explain that.
We had.
That is 9989, right?
Yeah. So whoever I just sent that text to, they might have some questions like, "Whoa, what y'all interviewing me for? What I done did?" So you want to try to hit him back right now?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, let's. We're gonna try to connect with my man, JC, the Triple Threat.
We'll chop it up with him, and we'll play his joint again after he.
One more time. Let's see what he got.
Hello.
Hello, what's going on? Is this JC?
Yes, it is.
What's going on, brother? This is I Am the DJ calling you from since1974radio.com. You are now live on my show. We got Ty House also with us.
All right. That's dope. Thanks for having me on here.
No doubt, man. We just, what was the name of that song that we just played of his, Ty?
Dip It.
Dip It.
Dip It, man. I like that. I like that. You got some bars.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
No doubt. What are your musical inspirations? What makes you get into the booth and do what you do?
When I played football, back when I played football, that was kind of the only thing I did. I broke my back and couldn't do football anymore. So I kind of didn't have anything else to put my passion into, no real outlet until, music kind of saved me into that. And that's what drives me into doing music as well as other things such as one thing that really hit me recently last year. I did a performance and I had someone come up to me saying that my music kind of saved his life. Like he kind of wanted to live because, he saw that I was performing and, something that I said like hit him emotionally.
Right. Question for you. When did that injury happen? Was this in like high school?
Yes. It's complicated, but yes, it happened in high school, sophomore year.
Okay. And then that's when you kind of started getting it. Now, were you doing music at all before the injury?
Yes, kind of more as a hobby, but kind of being kind of a serious hobby in a sense where I did it since 2010. That's when I started doing music. But after the injury, I was that's where I kind of got to put my full mind into it.
Right.
And more recently, I kind of took it more as a career. Like, this is what I'm going to do with my life.
Right.
This is what I can do with my life. Yeah.
So that's where you're at. That's what I talk to a lot of artists that we interview. I talk to them about when they came to the decision and the realization to like take it to the next level and be like, okay, this isn't just a hobby anymore. I need to start taking this seriously from a business perspective. How has your transition into becoming a professional? How's that been going for you?
It's dramatically different. It's not just about, writing a song and recording it. Now it's about writing a song, making sure it's quality. Now you got to go to a studio, making sure that sounds dope. And then you have to promote yourself. And that was something that kind of shocked me. It's like, oh, now I got to, promote myself. Now I got to, build a brand and market to other people and network with other artists and other platforms and stay on top of everything. So it kind of just turned into this kind of overwhelming thing. And now I'm kind of getting a handle of everything and, making this well-oiled machine.
So, I guess I didn't even think about this as far as your name, JC the Triple Threat. What are the other two threats?
So I originally got that when I played football.
Okay.
One of my coaches gave it to me, one of my first coaches. And it was basically because I was so versatile in football. I started on offense, defense, and special teams, which were the three main teams you could play. And it was just kind of something that I kind of transitioned into music that, as well as I was as versatile in sports, in football, I'm also versatile in music. Now, originally it was, dance, rap, and singing, but then I kind of got a little more into other stuff as well. Like, not only do I dance, I sing, I rap, so there's three right there, but I also focus on performing, which is an art form in and of itself. So I kind of got a little more than just three.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt. That's how you gotta be. When you're multi-talented nowadays, that's gonna allow you to maximize your value the most.
Yeah, exactly. Always got to do a little more than what everyone else is doing to make sure what you're doing is great.
Absolutely. I'm on your Twitter right now. I see that you're looking for choreographers. What you trying to do with some choreographers?
Oh, so we got it basically. We're building up kind of a roster here because we have ideas for the hashtag Dip It Challenge, which is kind of blowing up right now, which I'm like kind of still blown away about. We want to, have all these other dancers do it, videotape themselves doing it, as well as put their own little twist and flavor into it, as well as just having choreographers for my dancers and I when I perform to, level up basically my performance and give a real show. So it's not just, it's not just about, having dope music videos with the dancers on there. It's about the live performance as well as this Dip It Challenge that I'm really promoting and really proud of. That's why I'm getting all these choreographers.
I hear you. I know out here in the Midwest, there's some young artists, Javian Franklin and Hannah Lurie, and they're on a label out here, Global Exec Records. And a big part of their performance, now these are young kids, but a big part of their performance is they have backup dancers. And I haven't seen that. It was a part of hip hop a lot back in the 80s and the 90s, but it's kind of gone away. As far as a hip hop performance, having all of those elements, having your dancers and then having the music and having the choreography and the synchronization. So I'm excited to hear that that's a part of what you're doing.
Thank you. And that was that's how I looked at it as well. Like it was a way to, build a show, build a performance than just, rapping towards someone or singing at someone. I wanted to give them an experience, and I felt, having backup dancers helped with that.
No doubt. Are you attached to like your own independent label or anything like that?
In a sense, yes. We got a Triple Threat Production, which is partly me as well. But it's my management team. We also have a PR team as well that helps, support me. Have a core team to make sure what I'm doing is the best possible that I can do. And in a sense, it's kind of like a label, kind of like a record.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Got you. I got you. I got a little bit of a non-music related question. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there are at least 3 nationalities that make up your core of nationality and ethnicity.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more than 3, but
right,
yeah.
right.
I am what the people say a mixed person.
Yeah, for sure, man. I would start with probably man, I don't even know because it's probably like some random countries in there. Like you probably got like some Venezuelan or some Moroccan or something in you. Go ahead, break them down for us. What's your heritage, brother?
I mean, just to make it short, think of it as this. I'm everything besides Asian and Hispanic. Those are the only 2 things I'm really not.
He said to make it easier, I'm going to tell you what I'm not. I like that, man. So, other than the Dip It Challenge that you're working on right now, what's something else big that's on your horizon for you?
Yeah, so basically, on April 29th, I will be performing for Little Divas Walk Against Bullying, which is something that, hits home for me about, bullying and bringing awareness to that, as well as other things that's going on that's, like, really big. I'm working with producers like Big Duke, as well as Young Yanni, which is, like, super mind blowing for me. I have to give a huge shout out to my mentor, Big Hef, for that connection, as well as another really, really big thing is my distribution deal with Altivaz,
Nice.
which allowed me to get on multiple different platforms like iTunes, Amazon, Tidal, Google Play, Spotify. And the most recent thing right now with the Dip It Challenge is that Triller, the app, picked up the Dip It Challenge, so you can actually, download the app, create your own little music video, and share it to all platforms. All you have to do is hashtag Triller, hashtag Dip It Challenge, and it's just kind of mind blowing that this is kind of all happening at once.
Right.
JC, this Ty House. Can you hear me over there? He can't hear me.
Oh, I don't think he can hear you. Yeah.
Ask him how did he get connected with Big Hef?
How did you get connected with Big Hef, JC?
So that's kind of a funny story. So we were looking up for showcases that were around in my state, and we found this, perform in front of a Def Jam's A&R rep, and so we were like, oh, this is amazing. This is a great opportunity. So I go there, I sign up, do everything, and go to perform. And Big Hef actually came in a little bit late, and he missed like majority of my performance. Only heard like the last 3 or 4 bars of my performance, and he picked the top 3 that he liked. And he was like, "Whoever is JC's manager, we need to talk." And he actually got us to South by Southwest on Nerve DJ stage. And it was kind of just mind-blowing how that kind of just happened.
Man,
and
that's awesome.
Connected
That's
ever
good,
since that.
I think that speaks to your talent, definitely, and you must have put on a hell of a performance, to catch that attention and for them to get you out there. How was South by Southwest?
It was amazing. This year was super crazy because I got to perform on multiple different stages on multiple different days. There was actually times where I performed on the New York stage and then had to go right after that, literally run across Austin and go to the Nerve DJ stage. And it was just a great experience to, be in the hustle of, going from stage to stage, as well as networking and talking to people who are just on the street about your art, and then hearing other people talk about their art and that they're giving.
That's awesome, man. I haven't had a chance to personally even attend that festival, just as a concert goer. So I have to imagine as a performer, it even more elevates the experience. Did you get a chance to go and watch any other artists perform while you were there?
Yeah, mainly where the stages I performed at, I tend to stay a little bit after my performance, or just stayed and got there early to watch other acts. I didn't get a chance to go to a lot of the other ones due to the fact of my age. I'm only 20, so I couldn't go to a lot of the bar events. But you could listen to a lot of people off just on the street, and the talent out there was actually like pretty surprising. Like a lot of people were giving out good content.
Wow, man. I meant to ask you how old you was. Definitely didn't realize you was only 20, man. You are definitely on the way.
Yeah, thank you. I've been working really hard, since a young age, and working hard now.
I know you can't hear me over there. When will we see JC here in the Midwest?
If you didn't hear that question, Ty House asked you, when will we be seeing you out here in the Midwest?
We are shooting to go and get a performance out there, because I'd love to go out in the Midwest area to, pay homage to where I was born at. And we're looking and seeing when it would make the most sense to go over there.
Oh, you said you was originally born in the Midwest?
Yeah, I was born in Ohio.
Okay, what part of Ohio?
I was born in Youngstown.
Okay, that's what's up. Represent. Youngstown, Ohio.
Big Hef is definitely the man. He could definitely get you on one of them Midwest
Big Hef,
Streets
get on
Most
the
Wanted tours.
Midwest industry tours. You definitely connect with him. He'll get you out here. JC, at Since1974radio.com, we are reaching audiences worldwide. So you definitely gonna get a chance to have some people that haven't been exposed to you yet that are gonna hear this interview. And so I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now whether you want to spit something for them, whether you want to sing for them, or whether you just want to talk to them, I want you to right now, this is your chance to where you got these listeners and let them know why they need to be in tune with JC the Triple Threat.
All right, well, like you said, this is JC, aka Triple Threat. I'm a singer, songer / performer. I always focus on putting out good content as well as giving a performance that you will remember and a night that you won't forget. If you want to see what I have done or will be doing, you can go to my social media. My Instagram is at aka Triple Threat, where I give my updates. Twitter, JC_Triple Threat. You can go to my website, which is JC, aka TripleThreat.com. Anything that I have done or will be doing will be posted on there.
Hey, man.
Awesome.
Solid. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I've interviewed a lot of different artists that are at different stages of their career, and you are definitely one of the more polished artists that I've talked to, just as far as what you have to say. You know what you're talking about, and I definitely see big things for you in the future, man. It was excellent talking to you, bro.
And I appreciate that. Oh, and I also forgot one little thing that's not really that little. I have a single that's coming out in May, which is I Know. There'll be a video release party for that. And that's one of the tracks that I worked with Big Duke with. So I'm super excited about that project.
You got our
everything's
email,
going
JC.
real crazy, real fast for me.
Yeah, JC, make sure as soon as you're ready to start getting some spins on that track, to send that one to us. And if you got it already, make sure you send that one to us.
I definitely will. I appreciate the love.
All right, no doubt. Now, what we want you to do before we let you go on your way out, I want you to throw to Dip It.
All right, so this is JC, a.k.a. Triple Threat, and you're about to listen to Dip It.
Since 1974radio.com, baby. All right, JC, peace out.
All right.
Cause you know that I'm watching. Don't got a spoon, but I be a big dipper. Bet the Sunday split would make her chipper. She go to work on my deck, call her skipper. Still young, don't get it twisted, ain't no nipper. They call me selfish, yeah, like an iPhone. But man, I'm seeing double, or she got a clone. Her body be banging just like a cyclone. You better watch your mouth, you better check your tone. Don't understand, blame it on the frequency. Yeah, I've been told, blame it on who made me. Yeah, I got a plan, blame it on my destiny. Been a winner on my lap, blame it on my history. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl making hits, roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. AKA Triple Threat, ended with a 3-peat. Where's the usher, man? You need to take your seat. Reppin' true fire, yeah, that AZ heat. Resetting hip-hop, press control, alt delete. The Eagles landing, calling me Armstrong. Keep the flow popping like ping pong. Beating on this beat on my chest. Rap Kong, civilized savage on this beat. Gang is Kong, don't understand. Blame it on the frequency. Yeah, been told. Blame it on who made me. Yeah, got a plan. Blame it on my destiny. Been a winner on my lap. Blame it on my history. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl making hits, roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. Spittin' nice, face, call it Coldplay. While I wordplay, haters so fake, so they cosplay. On my hashtag, grind like Erday. Gotta say it twice like an instant replay. All I see are cronies, ain't even Broadway. Finna get paid on the stage, what you trying to say? Saying bad words like it's Chick-fil-A. Dip it down low, dip it down. Girl, make your hips roll, dip it down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Dip it down low, dip it down. Loose hips and shits, now she going down. Like Tupac, cause you know that I'm watching. Don't understand, blame it on the frequency. Yeah, been told, blame it on who made me. Yeah, I got a plan, blame it on my destiny. Been a winner all my life, blame it on my history.
You a bad DJ and your producer broad too. What's up, y'all? This is the I'm the DJ show since 1974radio.com. You were just listening to Dip It by JC, aka Triple Threat, out of Mesa, Arizona. Big shout out to him for coming through on the phone line, on the Lifestyle Studio hotline with the power interview. That was a very good interview, man. I liked what he had to say. He seemed just very, very prepared to answer questions, and like it seemed like he's gone through like some type of media training, or is just naturally, good at stuff like that, like some people are. So I can definitely see that translating well.
And we got past the phone issue
into the industry. Yeah, after we got past that, the little number snafu, we gotta make sure we got the right numbers. Got a little conversation. I want to see where you come out on it at.
All right.
One of my homies, shout out to Polo Jones, posted a picture earlier on Facebook, and what the picture was, it was a receipt, as servers often do, whether they are doing it out of disgust or out of elation. They post their checks that they get from clients to show how good of a tip they got or how bad of a tip they got. This particular server, who I believe is a young lady, the check total came to $184.14. The tip was $15.86, which totaled to an even $200. The person got the check. They said $184.14. Fuck it, I'm gonna give you an even $200. Because that works good for me and my finances. They felt that $15.86, $16, was a good tip, because you don't know how long they was there. It doesn't show the whole story.
Right.
Okay. So she puts a little graphic on here, and it says 8% tip. Compliments don't pay my tuition. If you're like this, go fuck yourself. Because the person also wrote at the end, thank you for a wonderful experience, with the smiley face. Like, they thought, hey, you did a great job. I'm going to give you this $15. And this person says, 8% tip. Compliments don't pay my tuition. If you're like this, go fuck yourself. So, Ty.
So, but gratuity is only 10%. So, you was only supposed to got $18.40. You got 15. And my thing is, okay, was they there 2-3 hours? Now, if they was there 2-3 hours, I could understand you may be bitching, because you know what I'm saying, you really helped me up from making some more money. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you was only there for 1 hour, bitch, you just made $15 an hour.
And you was probably on other tables.
Right.
That wasn't your only table. And on top of that, even though it's probably only like $3 to $5, you got an hourly wage on top of that.
On top of that.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like,
so you probably cleared about $35, $40, $50 that hour.
And what other job is there in the world where somebody could just randomly give you a $50 bill because they like you?
Dude, and then they be so like, man, like servers, waitresses, waiters are like strippers, bro, when it comes to money, because they get money every day. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, and if you work an 8-hour shift at a restaurant that's banging, you gonna leave with $400-$500.
And it's going under the table, so then you end up making more money than people who have jobs that are $15 an hour.
And that's why we have so many people that done went to 4-year colleges and are serving at Applebee's, and are serving at restaurants downtown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're making more money as a server than they would, and they feel the choice.
And that's from that perspective. There's a couple other things that I have a problem with about this. First of all, I have a problem with the whole setup of I'm going to pay somebody less than minimum wage and tips are going to make up the rest of that. I don't even know how employers get away with that. Just passing off part of that to that would be like, say you worked at Ford and it's like you only get paid when people buy cars. Right. If they feel like throwing you a little bit extra when they buy a car. It's like, I'm coming here to work for you to do this job. It's up to you to make sure that I am compensated properly.
I mean, I can give you $18 an hour, and I done worked in some places where they made all the servers put the tips in a big-ass jar, and we split it at the end of the night. But they was paid $10, $12 an hour to be a server. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you could, because like I say, them tips, bro, like, you pretty wealthy, right? I mean, I ain't gonna say wealthy, but you doing all right
and
as a server.
I'm gonna tell you the other thing that I absolutely hate about the idea of gratuity. Now, again, like I mentioned, this check was for a total of $184. Okay, it didn't show you how many people were at the table. It didn't tell you what they bought. Okay, so I've been at restaurants where I've eaten with one other person, and the bill has been over $100 because you might buy a bottle of wine that's $30, or you might, or you might be eating filet that day. So I'm just not down with I'm supposed to pay you more of a tip because I ordered filet mignon and champagne instead of a hamburger and a soda pop.
I don't have to tip you.
Don't have to. That's what I'm just saying. I
mean, gratuity is taken out of the check if it's so much. I mean, from certain restaurants, if you spend so much money, gratuity is automatically taken out of the check.
They put it in there already.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
and then
I don't have
sometimes
to tip you.
and when else that they automatically add gratuity, not just depending on which restaurant it is if you have a group that is such a size, because then they know. That's when servers really have to go above and beyond when there's like 8 people at your table.
I say this. It's a difference in, like you say, with groups, and then you go to another level of groups. Like, is it 8 old people, or is it 2 parents and 6 kids? Because that's the difference. I'm gonna expect a bigger tip if it's 2 parents and 6 snotty-nosed kids throwing shit all on the floor, spilling pop, and I don't want this, I want something else. Got me constantly running back and forth, and I'm gonna expect a little bit more of a tip.
Ty, you know what I think this boils down for me? Is it boils down to my personal values and as a human being and how I live my life in order to be the happiest and to avoid disruptions. And I just expect the worst from people. You know what I mean? So I don't put myself in situations where I'm depending on other people's kindness to pay my bills. Right. So it's just like, if you don't like that, how that's set up, then don't work in that profession. Because
that's the one thing about the service industry that kills me, because nobody that works in it, I'm not gonna say nobody, because there's some people that absolutely love to serve people. Like, they love to be in the public, they love conversating with people. But most people that work in service industries are not people friendly people. Like you pull up at McDonald's. When you pull up at McDonald's, I expect a hello, how you doing? Can I help you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, I mean, people that work at fast food are notoriously some of the most miserable people on the
but
planet.
Want a raise.
Well,
want $15, $16 an hour. Like, you want the money that people getting paid to work in hot, sweaty factories.
But it's like, what that comes from is just the basic human, necessity and desire to want to be paid. You know what I mean? It's like, but as long as somebody will do that job for $8.50 an hour, that's what they're gonna pay, and you're also gonna get shit in, shit out, because you're not gonna get No, you know, I used to work at McDonald's. You know what I mean? Did I go above and beyond when I worked at fucking McDonald's for $6.50 an hour? Fuck no. Because when you're making $6 an hour, you don't really care if you get fired, man. You're like, fuck it, I'll go find another job paying me $6 an hour.
Man, I got the perfect song for this conversation. I'm trying to get it before we get out of here.
But you know, I just don't agree when people say, "Oh, well, if you can't afford to tip 20%, then you shouldn't eat out." I just think that that's just such a flawed argument. Like, that's based on nothing other than somebody's opinion. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like that's cool if you feel that way, but I'm providing actual information, you know, and arguments that show how illogical it is for somebody to expect 10-15% gratuity just because that's the, you know, that's something that we just do here in America. Okay, so when you think about it in that perspective, okay, and then you think about how everything in America is geared to work in the favor of the boss. Right. You know what I mean? Everything in America is geared to work in the favor of corporations and your boss, okay? So that's how that whole system got set up. All the restaurant owners, you know, they just put this process in place, and I still don't know how it's legal. I'm gonna have to do some research, and next show, hopefully I will be able to provide more information and educate our listeners on how it's even legal for an employer to get away with paying below minimum wage. You know, I just, with the anticipation that the customer, and as far as tipping the pizza guy, and you already charged me a delivery fee.
Oh my God!
What am I paying for?
And then you know what? When that happens, you kind of feel like I can't order from there no more.
man. But it's just like, what did this nigga didn't even make the pizza?
Hey, what about when you go pick up your pizza and they expecting it?
Oh, then that's now I went and got now when I will tip when I buy food, like, and go in and carry out, as if it's a small business. You know what I mean? If it's a small business, it's a 1-2 man operation, and it comes to $24 and I give you $25, I'm gonna be like, yeah, keep that dollar. You know what I'm saying? Because people do shit like that to me.
Go ahead and hold on to that dollar.
Hey, you know.
You gonna hold on to them 100 pennies.
Hey.
Call it 100 pennies so it sound like a lot.
That's a tip.
Hold on to 100 pennies.
You know, that's what they got the little bucket there for. Got a bunch of other little dollars in it. Also, as a DJ, you know, sometimes people will tip me because they feel I'm doing a good job. So I definitely understand the concept of the tip. I'm just saying, like, don't try to make other people feel shitty about themselves because they don't believe. I want to play this track, and then I want your opinion on tips after you hear this song. You got it ready? That was a hot topic today on the Facebooks.
Camera rolling. Now this is my cousin, Microphone Misfits. Out of they from Flint, but they residing out of Chicago right now. So This is definitely the Midwest. The name of the song is Tips, and it kind of goes in depth and explains the whole thing behind tips.
Okay.
So let's get into this. Check it out. Come back and see what you think about this when we come back. Since 1974radio.com, home of the Midwest best independent hip hop and R&B. Microphone Misfits with Tips.
Wait up. I'm sick of this job and all these snot-nosed yuppies who wouldn't give a bone to a pack of starving puppies. And look at these two, I bet they only tip a quarter. Stupid-looking, idiotic. Hi, may I take your order?
Veggie burger with American cheese, some onion rings, hold the peppers cause the brother does not like to sneeze.
And for you?
It's so fat and Nick, I'm not sure. Do you see anything that's lean and kind of pure?
Come on, girl, I ain't trying to be waiting all night. My stomach is growling like it's ready to fight. It don't matter what you get, cause by the end of the night, you gon' puke it all up like all your friends do, right?
Nick, gross, that's disgusting. I can't believe you said that. And then one time, me and my friends have ever did that. Same thing as him, but no American cheese with an extra plate of fries.
That'll be all, sir.
Jeez, I can't believe you said that stuff in front of the waiter.
Do you really think he cares about my behavior? Coffee's a waiter, he doesn't really care. All he wants to know is how much money you can spare.
So it's all about the tips, huh?
The tip, yes, yes.
Do you know the meaning of TIPS?
It means lay down some stacks or I'll spit in your food.
To ensure proper service, damn Nick, you are crude.
Where'd you read that?
It's at a Snapple bottle cap.
And you're sure that those are the actual facts?
Yup, it's an incentive to receive good service. Keep those waiters in check, make sure they're not worthless. But if they're slacking off and don't follow the script, you reserve the right to not leave them a tip.
But you gotta leave a tip, coffee, it's automatic. Even in places you shouldn't, they gotta have it. Starbucks, 7-Eleven, they all want a tip.
What?
Gas station, car wash, even they want a tip. In the times we're living in and everywhere we turn about, people, stores, restaurants, everybody's got their hand out. Speaking of which, there goes my homeboy Ray. A light, I wonder what he got popping tonight. Yo, we calling me over, he probably wanna kick it. Hold on, coffee, I'll be back in a minute. What up, brother? How you doing, man? What's
Man,
up?
I'm chilling, D. What's poppin'?
So what's up, man?
Nothing much. Chilling with my girl and
I'm short, don't have enough to cover the bill. Loan me the money, D, I'll pay you back, you know that I will. You see, I'd rather owe you than owe money to Tiffany. If I tell her, man, that'll be the end of me. All I need is cash.
Excuse me, come again?
What's the problem, D? Come on, I thought you was my friend.
Who takes the lady out to eat with no money? You gotta admit, Ray, that is pretty funny.
I recommend McDonald's, but she said they food is like plastic. And Taco Bell is too greasy, Tiffany can't have it.
And if I hadn't been here, Ray, what would you have done?
Listen to Tiffany fuss and call me a worthless bum. She's way too high maintenance, this restaurant can break me.
Ray, it's a diner, oh my God, you are crazy. And if I give you 10, I won't have enough for my bill.
Well, give me 5 and I won't leave a tip, no big deal.
But you gotta leave a tip.
I'll come back and leave it later.
Now, you know you will not come back in here just to tip the waiter.
Well, why do I have to tip? I mean, a check is a check.
Cause that's our society, but quiet as kept. If the service is bad, then you don't have to tip them.
Our service sucks, you right, man, forget them.
You're just saying that to get out a tipping.
No, I'm not, D. The waiter was straight tripping. Didn't bring no salt and ketchup. Any disrespected Tiffany. You mean mug the whole time? I don't think he's feeling me.
Alright, I got a plan. Here's what we'll do. We get on the horn and call up young Drew.
Nope, I did that. He said he ain't coming through.
What about Mel Lamar?
They at the bar having a brew.
Well, lad, I guess you gon' have to face the music.
Damn, when Tiff find us, he gon' snap and lose it. D, look at the waiter. I told you he was shiesty. He hawked the loogie and the folks Italian nicey.
Let's blackmail him, see if he will comp our meal. Either way, I ain't tipping or paying the bill. He got something to lose, more so something to prove. And if he step out of line, the fool will get bruised. Blowing boogers in the drink, watch how quick the fist will handle ya. With or without reporting it to your manager. Yeah, sucker, we saw you.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? What can I do
Look,
for you
man,
guys?
comp our meal, man. We ain't paying for
Comp your
jack.
meal. I'm not comping your meal. Why
Come
would
on,
I
man,
comp your
comp
meal?
our meal, man.
Stop comping your meals. That's
Come on, man, we
absolutely
gonna break him off.
ridiculous.
Mr. Stop.
I didn't do anything wrong. Why should I comp your meal?
Rush him, Ray! Rush him,
What's
Ray!
gonna happen? Hey, wait, what are you doing? Put down that chair. Don't do come on, guys, this is not funny. Guys, that really hurts, okay? Stop it. Guys, really.
We saw you, sucker.
I may need
We
to take
saw
the rest of
you,
the night off.
sucker. Rush him, Ray. Rush him,
I
Ray.
shouldn't have came to work today.
Hey, shout out. What is that? That's who was that by?
The microphone misfits.
Microphone Misfits.
Yes,
Tips
sir.
To ensure proper service. Well, my final thoughts on that topic. I am the DJ Tips, okay? But I don't tip no damn 10%, no damn 15%, no 20%. I tip whatever the hell I feel like you deserve based on where I'm at, okay? Based on how the service was, okay? And based on how much money is in my damn pocket. Because I'm not going to go out of my way to give you a $10 tip. You know, if I only got $8 in my pocket, that's what you going to, you know, you going to get what I got.
Hey, Dez gonna be rich, y'all. That nigga tight on his money. That nigga ain't spending. He ain't losing.
I ain't spending. I ain't losing.
That tip gonna be
putting
small.
I'm
Minimum.
putting it all in my daughter's piggy bank.
He gonna tip, but the minimum.
fuck your piggy bank, servers. Shout out to all my servers out there, okay? But you had a choice to be in that industry. You could have been a doctor. You could have been a nurse. You could have been a fucking radio show host.
You better be quick to get your tips when Dad's around. He might snatch your shit off the table.
I've been known to do that. My younger days. Catch somebody a little slow getting to one of their tables. Like, hey, got you, bitch. It's like, no, I don't do that. That's grimy. But on some real life shit, I don't believe in that shit. You know, we live in a country where police are supposed to serve and protect, but they randomly shoot niggas. So don't tell me that I'm supposed to tip because I'm supposed to. There's a lot of shit that's supposed to be a certain type of way that's actually written in laws, and it doesn't work out. Okay?
Hey, I'm kind of lost. Donald Trump been dominating the news. Have we had any police nigger shootings?
I haven't heard anything major, but I'm sure it's happened. You know, I'm sure it happens. I'm sure shit happens every day.
Just what you say, it's not part of the news cycle. Huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, it just chooses what you choose to turn into. And there's a lot of fake news. We're at the height of the fake news era. So I just try to be cautious about the sites that I go to. Like I said, man, I go where I go to find out what's going on. I watch Breakfast Club, listen to Breakfast Club, my nigga DJ Academics. Shout out to Sway in the morning. And
check out his new show?
DJ Academics with Joe Budden. Yeah, man. Those are things that I check out, as well as the I'm the DJ show on since 1974 radio, where you can always...
DJ Academics, I'm Joe Budden.
Right?
They stole our show. It's called an Everyday Struggle.
They did, man. They did. Well, we will be back at y'all. Make sure you're tuning in since1974radio.com. Also, make sure that you download the TuneIn app and search Since 1974 Radio for the best in independent hip hop and R&B in the Midwest.
Hey, shout out to Big Hef and JC. Make sure y'all go to the since1974radio.com page, man, and click on music videos. Yeah. Welcome to my neighborhood, man. We got the Midwest Music Video Show. Independent artists from the Midwest, you now have your own music video show. All you got to do is go to since1974radio.com. Click music videos. It's a lot of stuff up there. Click travel, man. Book you a trip. Click shop. Buy you some shirts so you look nice on your trip. Click submit some music and send us some music or something. Click artist information and get you some helpful information or something. What else we got up there, Dad?
Yeah, I'm going right now.
Something else we got up there.
You could watch the show. You could submit your music.
Yeah.
You could shop. You could travel. You could look at photos.
Yeah.
And do the music videos.
And you're going to be able to get you some legal insurance coming soon. And some more stuff coming up.
So come on, y'all. Come on.
We finna turn into Craigslist in this bitch.
I love it. I love it. We're going to make it happen, man. It's been a pleasure. I am the DJ. This was my
escorts
show.
Off our sites and everything. We are the new back page. Woo! Go there and sign up now. Get you a profile now before I start charging.
It's pimping.
Log, man, go on to the website and sign in, man.
Make sure y'all do that. Once again, this was I Am the DJ. God damn it, man. I'm tired, y'all. You can tell when I'm tired. I get the tongue twisting slipping up. Once again, I am the DJ. This was my show. Ty House produced it. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.
Man, I want to got that. Do the Kodak. I want to hear that. K3. Dear Ohio. Since 1974radio.com. Let's go.
Dear Ohio, I'm a beast. Imitators, they carbon copy or copy me. How I pass go, they relate me to the monopoly. My team, supreme beings, they ain't no stopping. We about to be killing niggas. Swear to God that we about to be. Hashtag for half-ass niggas on Twitter feed. Baghdad, so bag, nigga, that's word to eat. Tired of all these stupid ass songs in your little team. These niggas make me sick. There ain't no curing me. Back to the exclusive, I run laps around. Your whole crew, she think I'm fire, I think I am too. Baby, I'm just a little conceited for a reason. My cursive got a bad leaking. I'm gonna leave it leaking till these bars
drop and bury these pages below the earth for me. Please God forgive me for every single emergency, every single murder committed in every first degree, every single beat I've killed. Please Lord forgive a G. I ain't fancy, I just threw paint up on the canvas, mixed up a couple colors, just out here seeing what happened. Made a couple disasters, made a couple you got it. Sincerely yours is K3, hell of a letter. Yeah, Ohio, kill the game. I swear to God that I gotta be the hottest out. Gotta have the hottest team, gotta have the hottest bars. Even if they hot as me, oh I'm tripping. Ain't nobody hot as in Ohio. I feel like I gotta write a letter while getting high, yo. Boys is coming for the kid. I do a high-low, might be a little bit behind, but I'm on time, yo. Let me just write a little letter. The Ohio said I'm killing them. Rappers, I ain't been feeling them. Half dead bars get met with all this adrenaline. Play your songs all out loud, I still ain't hearing it. The club only gets shut down when I appear in it. Promise on my life, I'm not trying to get that belligerent. Burnt a couple swishes, I'm about to light me a cigarette. Yo, girl, need that bedtime grind, and I'm delivering powder, legs up in the air. Now as you witnessing Ohio, gotta tell you my feelings, I ain't been writing much. Fresh fly, wild and bold, feel like the cold crush. Every now and then I go blow on shorty for more luck. Roll the dice 7-11, I call it Mobile, Ohio. Kill the game, I swear to God that I gotta be the hottest out. Gotta have the hottest team, gotta have the hottest bars. Even if they hot as me, oh I'm tripping. Ain't nobody hot as in Ohio. I feel like I gotta write a letter while getting high, yo. Boys is coming for the kid. I do a high-low, might be a little bit behind, but I'm on time, yo. Let me just write a little letter. The Ohio.
Sun on your skin, you're looking good again, all over again. Hey there, Miss Brown, I want you to know I love you. You're brown as the sand, you're soft as the shore. You're leaving me hungry and crying for more. We baby, girl, you're such a star, and I want you to know that.
Keep on doing what you gotta do. 'Cause I can treat you better than you do. I can buy you anything you wanna do. So baby, tell me what you wanna do. He ain't loving you, baby, I'm really loving you. He just fucking you, baby, I'm making love to you. And that nigga ain't shit. Swear that nigga ain't shit. I ain't worried about your ex, 'cause I'ma fuck you good. Treat you like a queen, 'cause he don't treat you good. I can give you what you want and what you need. So baby, come over here with me. It's a letter to your exes. Letter to your exes. So baby, come over here with me. It's a letter to your exes. Letter to your exes. So baby, come over here with me.
When hello, the message you've been abused. Kiss my ladder, I ain't not like the dudes. You play your role, and they play the fool. Can you tell a nigga what I gotta do? Boxing in the coupe, 2 doors, no roof. Man texting your phone, man he ain't got no proof. What can a young nigga do? What can I do? You said you won't love, I said I won't feel. I'm still off in the streets, still keep me in peace. If a man call your phone again, I'ma turn into a bitch, I'ma knock on his door with a 4-4. Let a nigga gon' blow, let a nigga try something, I'ma go. Savage bitch, no more. Here's a letter to your exes.
I never needed validation. I know that I'm fascinating. I know that my rap's the greatest. I know there's no vaccination. For what I got, I'm the sickest. Holding on to my bridges, only focused on business.
I'm the truth, I'm the proof, now it's time to show. And really I'm a poet, lips will rock and roll. I'm locked and loaded and only focused on my controller. Cause I control it, don't get the picture, you out of focus. You not as lifted, cause what you smoking is not as potent. And I'm addicted to sipping liquor, ain't dying sober. And dying chauffeured, I'm pulling up in the Dodge, ain't pulling triggers for pride. But if you get out of line, then I'ma check you. I'm known to be reckless when I've been tested, invested in my protection. I hope that they get the message. Either that or I hope that they learn their lesson. I used to be so depressing, but now I'm so aggressive. I'm cold-hearted, my flow is harder. I'm so smarter. I spit that heat on a beat and leave a cold carcass. I told Marcus when we was rapping at Kelsey Ross's that I'm the illest and I'ma get it regardless. And then I met up with Bonner. That's really when I got started. In the garage recording, taking shots at you artists, taking shots with your daughters and smoking weed with my partners. Living life for the moment, I'm thinking about tomorrow. The grease was popping, we was rocking, speakers knocking. See your chicken, she was topless, we had options. They try to say my name and I remain spotless. If it ain't about a profit, then really it ain't the same topic. If you ain't got it, you better go out and get it. That's what they told me, I listened. Got tired of washing them dishes. Your homies acting suspicious, claiming they pull them triggers. Then they become a witness, snitching for lighter sentence. And really they all pretentious, really they all pretending, really they all
depending on other people's opinions. But me, I never needed validation. I know that I'm fascinating. I know that my rap's the greatest. I know there's no vaccination. For what I got, I'm the sickest. Holding on to my britches. Only focused on business. Toe to toe through the trenches. I'll blow a hole through the witness. Told him I'm just beginning and really I'm about to get it.
There we go. Check. We back. Since1974radio.com. I am the DJ show. We have gone into overtime. Once again, I am the DJ show since 1974radio.com. A little overtime session for you. We got Mr. Mike Miles in the building representing East Lake, Ohio. What's going on, Pippin?
Yeah, not much, man.
So, we just had a conversation real quick about you being from East Lake. What's going on out there, man? What's it like out there?
I don't know, man. Just like the city, I guess. Ain't nothing going on. We got the captains. How about the Lake County captains? That's about it.
Not much about that. Not much
in
that.
the city. It's the grease, so.
It's the grease. That's what you call it?
Yeah, Grease Lake.
Grease Lake. No doubt. How'd you get started doing music, bro?
My dude rapped, and I met up with him. We was going to Lakeland together. It's a little community college over on the east side. Going there together, and he's like, oh yeah, I got a mic, whatever. So we just started messing around making songs, and then I started taking it seriously recently.
So you didn't start until college at all?
As far as making music?
Yeah.
No, not actually recording. Writing, yeah, I've always written. Like, I used to write poems when I was younger.
Right.
So, I mean, I've always written music, I guess you could say, but I didn't really start recording until after high school years.
Right, no doubt. And how long have you been like really taking it seriously, trying to get on with your music?
A few months actually. I just dropped this mixtape in December, so I've been pushing this for a little bit. I just dropped a new single. Just dropped Over Free Smoke too, that new Drake song.
Right.
So, I've been working, man. Just been a few months, but I'm pushing.
What was like I'm glad that you said that it's only been a few months, because you're going to be able to remember this a lot more than other people. But what was like the moment or the series of events that led you to be like, okay, I need to take this more seriously?
Just that I was spending money and time into making music. So I figured, all right, you can really be something. You can really do something. So buckle down and get on your job, basically.
If you could have the next year go like exactly how you wanted it to go, how would that work out for you?
I would get booked on more shows. I would just get a bigger buzz. I just want exposure. I want people to see me. I want people to hear me. That's all. If I could do anything this year, it would just be get out in the world more. Just show people my music.
No doubt. But more specifically though, it's like what path do you see yourself taking? You know, if you could have it your way. Like, would you get signed by somebody, or would you just go all out independent and get your buzz popping by yourself, or like what's your ideal situation?
I mean, I'm honestly just whatever life takes me, that's where I'm gonna go. I don't really have it planned out whether I want to sign or want to stay independent. If I get it popping by myself, then I'm gonna stay independent unless they're coming with like a good deal for me. But if I can't get it popping, they want to sign me. It's whatever I got to do to get on, I'm trying to get on.
Right. Are you working with anybody else right now?
As far as making music? No, not really. Not yet. I got a couple features that I'm trying to get, but nothing's happening right now. It's hard, like, people, I don't know what it is. Like, people don't want to collab no more these days.
Right. What about the dude that had the mic at Lakeland? You still talk to him?
Yeah, I mean, we started as like a little group. It was the three of us. We did a bunch of songs together, and he still writes, but he didn't want to take it as seriously as I am, so I had to go solo.
No doubt, man. That happens a lot in life, when you just realize that some people, they might not be on the same plan that you are on, and it's like you feel like you guys came into it together and you want to make it work together, but you just reach a point where it's like, I want to be somewhere and you're not on that right now. So
that's what I tell them all the time, like, hey, I got to take this seriously. So
man, I've been over here racking my brain trying to make sure we had everything in order. We played Validation, man. I like that track. We played the music video on Welcome to My Neighborhood, the new Midwest music video show. What was the premise behind that?
What do you mean exactly? The
Like-
song itself?
Yeah.
I just like, I don't know. I felt like people weren't really giving me a shot for real, and I was just letting it all out. I guess just telling them like I don't really need nobody to validate me. I don't need nobody to say, "All right, you raw," because I know I'm raw.
Right. Man, I mean, to know that you just got started in December, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm watching this video like this dude right here is rough. Like, you got
appreciate
it.
it.
You got it. Like,
appreciate
and then
it.
to hear that you just got it popping, like, wait a
Yeah,
minute.
validation, my first video, everything.
Yeah.
I literally just started with really
That's
taking
good
it
work.
seriously.
That's good work for your first time out, bro.
I appreciate
definitely
it.
good work.
Do most of your songs sound like that, where it's like bars, or?
Yes. Okay, I'm glad you said bars. I appreciate that. Yes. Not all my songs sound like validation because that's an old hip hop. I go on the beat how the beat sounds.
Right.
But it's all bars.
Right.
All bars.
Yeah, definitely noticed that. Because I gotta find a way to say this. But a lot of the newer artists, a lot of the new popular music, your Future, your Migos, Young Thug, these kind of guys, they do a lot of like, hey,
ad lib.
A lot of ad-libbing, a lot of melodic mumbling, a lot of that kind of stuff, which, when people say that, I say that's always been a part of popular music, James Brown, woo!
Oh, yeah.
Back there. Michael Jackson, ow, Shimon. It's like, so it's just, this is the growth of that, but in the same token, I think you've seen people be hungry for your Kendrick Lamars and your J. Cole's and your people that are on there spitting bars. So I would say you're more in that lane, in like the lyrical spitter. I'm here to bring you these bars.
Yes and no. I would say you can say it's kind of like, because that's real rap to me. J. Cole, Kendrick, that's like real rap, and that's not really what I'm into. I'm into bars, so my favorite rapper is Wayne.
Okay.
So that can't nobody has better bars than Wayne ever. Like when I write bars, I'm like, all right, this got to be better than Wayne. Like that's how I figured.
I did not get that from watching validation.
That's what everybody say. That's what everybody tell me.
I would have been more of I'm gonna say maybe like I'm gonna say somebody from New York, like a Nas or along them lines of hip hop. I didn't get Lil Wayne.
See, that's the thing though. Like I'm not trying to imitate anybody's style or anything. That's just somebody who influenced me. I'm just being myself because I don't know how to do nothing else. Like I can't be a pretender or anything.
I get what you're saying, because there was just a period of a couple years where Lil Wayne got on like every beat, and he just would just go crazy and just have bars just from beginning of the song to the end of it, and it's just coming at you with those. And I think that's something that people are hungry for, man. They want to hear more bars again, man. They want to like Eminem, like just they want to be able to like. They want to rewind the song and be like, hold on, what'd he say? What'd he just say? Like, because like again, a lot of the popular stuff that you hear on the radio and stuff, it doesn't contain those kind of properties. It's more designed to sing along to.
When I think of bars, I think of battle rap.
Yeah, see, that's why I watch a lot of. Actually, I haven't told anybody this. I actually watch a lot of battle rap, like Loaded Lux, Calico, Hollow the Don. Battle rap is probably where I got bars from. Like probably because I watch a lot of battle rap. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and you can kind of translate that style and how they can just keep on top of bars, on top of bars, on top of bars. You know what I mean?
Would you ever consider battle rapping?
I thought about it, but I don't know. I think about it.
It's different, man. Battle rappers, like, it's hard for battle rappers to make good music.
That's what I hear, and I don't understand how. You got bars, but it's all about hooks, and like you said, the ad lib. So maybe.
I mean, you get the battle rap. Battle rap is basically like spoken words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no beat.
Yeah.
You throw that spoken words to a beat. You got to be able to ride that beat for it to sound good. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of battle rappers they don't got that. I guess it's the rhythm. Like they can't catch that rhythm and ride that beat, and it just don't sound right. And I'm not saying all battle rappers, because I know some battle rappers that crossed over and did music as well, and it sounded all right. But most of them just. But I ain't never thought about it in reverse, like an artist becoming a battle rapper. I guess they are artists, and They just not good artists. Battle rappers. We ain't heard no, like you said, Loaded Lux. I don't remember hearing no Loaded Lux song.
Me either.
You know what I'm saying?
Never.
He's a good battle rapper, great battle rapper, but as far as making music,
Nah. All right. Well, again, I was telling the other guy, you know, you got a lot of people that are gonna be listening and having a chance to see this that may have not been exposed to you before. So, what would you say to them? It could be bars. It could be just you straight up talking to them. But you got a camera right here, and I want you to introduce yourself to the people and tell them what you about, man.
I still need to be in the mic. Well, basically, I'm Mike Miles, and anybody who's hungry for those bars and actually listens to music and wants something to listen to, not just turn up to. No disrespect to turn up music, I love it. Just this is me, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you listen.
And where can they find you at?
You can find me on, well, first go download my mixtape. It's on my mixtape. It's on Spinrilla. It's called The Other Side. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mike Miles. It's 2 M's and Mike. It's MMICMILES on both those. So, and SoundCloud, Mike Miles, all one word.
You probably the only Mike Miles spelt like that that's out there.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Remember, it's with a C too. M-I-C.
MMIC Miles.
Yeah.
Who this cat you brought with you, man?
That's my nigga Jay.
What up, Jay?
Shout out to Jay.
What's up?
He in the cut.
Everybody looking like everybody be watching, looking at the video like, who's that dude? He ain't said nothing.
Right. Well, what are we gonna play out to?
What you send me?
On the Way. It's my new single I just dropped a couple weeks ago.
All right, so this is what I want you to do. Let them know this is your new single, and let them know where they can hear it. Right here, baby.
This is my new single, On the Way, and you can hear it on since1974radio.com.
Word up. Let's hear it.
Let's go.
Feel like they hate, cause I'm on the way. But if you hate, I'm on the way. Yeah.
I don't know why they still hate. They see that I'm on the way. Need my cheese, yeah, on delay. Even and I gotta spray. I'm the scene, so I gotta change. They only judge me cause I keep a case. Keep it cool, yeah, namaste. On the top, these rappers be faking. And they testing my patience. I wasn't gonna say shit, but it's time to get back to the basics. Ain't trying to be famous, I'm just trying to make it. I'm higher than spaceships, I'm out here with cavemen. We not catching cases, we not taking payments. You don't have your paper, I still away go. I don't like my neighbors, they always complaining. I'm taking them Xannies and mixing with Fagel. You not in the field, you not for real. Call you to shoot, but you doing layups. They call me the savior, but I cannot save them. I'm married to the money and we cannot break up. Call me what you want, don't call me for favors. I'm all out of data, shout out to my haters. A smooth operator like Carlos the Baker. I'm just trying to cake up, I'm not taking pay cuts. Date with the devil, I'm trying to arrange it. I'm all in the dangers, I don't talk to strangers. Thought I would change it, but I'm still the greatest. All in their faces like fuck what you make up. Go in your pockets like fuck what you making. You play with the gang and you go meet your maker. I'm cold as a glacier, but no relation. Fuck what you heard, if I did not say it. I'm quick with the crack, fuck we back in the 80s. I'm actually wavy, they mad and they hate me. No, I'm a problem, you don't have to say it, but you gon' have to face it. You gon' have to take it with no hesitation. Came straight from the basement, I'm feeling like Jason. I'm still on my legs, and I'm cold as a bitch. Big bro, keep the heater though. Bitch, I'm coming for the bread and the Peter Rose. I see you boys taking shots, put you in the same spot, trying to beat the pro. You never see the flow. Real recognize real, who is these niggas? Real recognize real, who is these niggas? I don't know why they still hate. You see that I'm on the way. Need my cheese, yeah, on delay. Leaving and I gotta spray. I'm the season, so I gotta change. The only judge me cause I keep a cake. Keep it cool, yeah, namaste. On the top end, I'ma stay. I don't know why they still hate. See that I'm on the way. My cheese, yeah, on delay. Leaving and I gotta spray. I'm the season, so I gotta change. The only judge me cause I keep a cake. Keep it cool, yeah, namaste. Top end, I'ma stay.
That right there was the homie Mike Miles. We're on the way. I like that one too, man.
I
like that one
appreciate
too.
it. Appreciate
More
it.
bars, more bars. Let's see what you got for me. All right, well, y'all, that was another edition, the overtime portion of the I Am the DJ show here on Since1974Radio.com. Once again, big shout out to JC, aka Triple Threat, who called in from Mesa, Arizona. Shout out to the homie Big Hef for linking that up. And also, shout out to the homie Mike Miles for stopping through from East Lake. And also the homie, I forgot your name, man, Jay?
Yep.
Jay. And shout out to the homie Jay for coming by, too.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll probably be back with De Niro Banks. He just hit me up. He wasn't able to slide through today, but hopefully he's going to be sending us in some music, and we'll get a chance to sit down with him next week. I know Ty might have a couple other guests coming through, as always, and we'll see what we can have cooking up for you. Once again, I am the DJ. This was my show. Ty House produced it. Until next time, I want y'all to take care of yourselves and each other. We out. Peace.